Hey, it's Joe Amoia, founder and creator of GPSforlove.com. Today I'd like to share an email from Janie, one of the members of our GPS for Love community. And Janie writes, Joe, I was married for a long time, have dated some, but no one special for any length of time. I'm in my mid-40s, want a relationship, but want sex more sometimes. Finding this balance creates a problem while trying to find someone for a long-term relationship. Should I find a friend with benefit situation till I find the relationship I'm looking for, to take that edge off? Being single gets lonely when you're waiting to find someone to enjoy your life with. Hope this makes sense. Thanks for your great advice, Janie. Well, Janie and anybody else who's in this situation, it makes perfect sense. I believe if we weren't meant to play, we wouldn't have been given the parts. Sex can be one of the most pleasurable, enjoyable, fun, and exciting things that we can do with our partners. So to want it, to need it, is perfectly normal. But like anything else, there are healthy and unhealthy ways of getting our needs met. And that's why I personally don't recommend having friends with benefits situation. And here's the reason why. See, I think friends with benefits is a lot like fire. Fire can be a wonderful thing. It can warm your house. It can cook your meals. It can do all these wonderful, cool things, right? It can light up fireworks. It can do some really, really good things. But if used incorrectly, fire can burn your house down and it can kill you. So it's like, friends with benefit is literally playing with fire. And here's the reason why. As human beings, we are emotional creatures. Everything we do because it meets some kind of emotional need. And sex is a very intimate emotional experience, especially for women. And so very often what happens in the context of a friends with benefit situation is someone starts developing feelings. They want something more out of the relationship other than sex. And that's where the problems develop. So I say, look, if you can literally have sex with a friend and you can detach and not let your emotions get involved, and that needs to happen for both people, then cool, go for it. Have fun, knock your socks off, do whatever floats your boat. But be wary is that it's very difficult for two people to go into a situation and one of those people not develop feelings. And that's where the problems ultimately develop. Because what ultimately happens is that either the guy or the woman develops feelings, wants more because it's just not working. They need more because the reality is in a relationship, you need more than sex. There's other things that we crave to have a happy and fulfilling relationship. And so that's when the problems develop, and ultimately the friendship winds up getting destroyed because once you cross that line, it's very, very difficult to go back. So my philosophy is if you're horny, you need some action, you can do a couple of things. Okay. The first thing is that you need to go out and fill that loneliness void in another way. Find people to connect with, to socialize with, that do things that you love where you get to interact and connect with other people. Because very often when we're lonely, it's not the sex, it's the need to connect with others. And if you've got no one that you can do that with, you're going to feel empty, and that's going to exacerbate the feeling of wanting that sex more, thinking that that's going to be the answer. So because very often what happens is you get laid and it feels good for a little while, but then all those other lonely feelings come back. So I'm a big believer in getting to the root cause of the problem, which is very often loneliness. So do things which light you up, which make you feel good, and which allow you to connect with other like-minded individuals. Now, that doesn't address the need for sex. So here's what I recommend. Go out, buy yourself a vibrator, put on some porn, close your eyes, pretend. See, the beautiful thing about the human mind is that experientially, it doesn't know the difference between something physical and something imagined. So you can have a good rockin' time. Think about your favorite, movie actor or musician or, your neighbor, who may be married, but, he's really hot. Nobody cares. This is going on in your mind. It's going to bring you pleasure. Okay, so put on the DVD, close your mind, do what you need to do, and just go at it and fulfill yourself. Enjoy that pleasure. I know, some people watching, oh, that's taboo. It's, no, bullshit. If you weren't meant to masturbate, your arms wouldn't reach your genitals. It's really that simple. Okay. It's a pleasurable thing. Everybody, as Cyndi Lauper says, she bops, me bop, we all bop. Okay. So go to it, have some fun, fulfill that need. And that's getting that need met in a healthy way. Because if you go into a friends with benefit relationship and you're not emotionally available, you're looking for something more, or you pick a friend who ultimately wants something more, it's an unhealthy way of getting that need met. So that's my recommendation. But I want to hear from you. Have you ever been in a friends with benefits situation? Are you in one now? Or what's your feelings? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to hear from you. And if you had to give Janie some advice, what would you tell her? Well, that's what I want you to do. Go in the comment section below, put in your feedback, put in your comment, and put in any questions you may have. As always, it's an honor and privilege to be with you. I'll see you next time. Much love.